This video, I'm going to show you guys how to change the rear brakes on a 2004 Santa Fe. What you need is a C-clamp, tire iron, a 13mm socket or wrench if you don't have a ratchet and a socket, and a 17mm socket and ratchet or a wrench if you don't have that. So your first step is to take off the tire. Your next step is to remove these two 13mm bolts. Alright, I'll do that for you now. Those caliper bolts out, what you're going to want to do is take your caliper off and set it somewhere where it's not going to drop or kink this brake line right here. If you're not going to be moving the car a whole lot and it's not liable to fall anywhere, then you can just set it. But if you're going to be yanking stuff around and it might fall, I'd recommend tying it up. Your next step is to remove this bolt and this bolt, which are 13s as well, just like the caliper slides. Two bolts out, just pull your old caliper off, pop the brakes out of there. Sometimes they get stuck and you really got to give them. Alright, now onto the rotor. Most of the time these things are stuck, so you're going to need a hammer. This is an older car, so it's rusted on real bad, but the nice thing is if you're replacing the rotors too, you don't have to worry about hurting it at all. After you get the rotor off, get your new rotor and brakes, then we'll put everything back together. After you got the rotor back on, you should put your caliper back on, the brake back on, put all the bolts back in the exact same order you took them out. Make sure that you undo the cap for the master cylinder right there so that you can use your C-clamp, this hoss, to press the brake cylinder back in. Otherwise there won't be enough room for the brake to go back over the pads after you have new pads and a new rotor. So make sure you C-clamp that in. It works pretty well to just put the old brake pad across the cylinder like so, and then just clamp it like that to the back. But anyway, works.